Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. I know it's been about a week since I make new content, but today I want to talk about some things I've seen around YouTube. Um, these black men and black women who waste their time all day going back and forth, making videos, addressing each other. You got black women making videos about black men who bash black women. Then you got black men who make videos about black women who bash black men. It's a never ending cycle, and at the end of the day, neither side can put an end to white supremacy. But instead, black men and black women want to argue about who's the bigger victim of white supremacy, who contributed uh, to the most dysfunction to the black community, who oppressed who in the black community, black men or black women. So now I think it's just kind of lame and foolish as hell for men to argue and debate with women. I mean, who wants to argue and debate with a woman anyway? It's pointless and it's plain dumb. But only foolish people get involved with that bullshit. I made this video because I want to talk about these black men who harass black women on YouTube. Um, is no doubt that some black female YouTubers deal with stalkers and harassers, whether they be victimized by black men or by other black women. It just needs to be called out and stopped. It needs to be nipped in the bud. All this cyberbullying towards women is just weak as hell. In fact, it's whack as hell. It's corny. People argue and debate all the time, but some people don't know how to take losses, so they take it on. They take it personally instead of them just moving on. You know, people have frail egos, and it just does something to them when somebody proves them wrong or make them look stupid in front of others. It doesn't justify stalking and harassing women over the internet, but it happens anyway. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, whether they're right or wrong. If you don't like it, then just move on and just leave it at that. Sometimes women get stalked and harassed on the internet because of the content that they make. There might be a guy who take it personally if she doesn't pay attention to him, or he takes it personally because he thinks he's entitled to her and her attention, but he's not. You got these women who take it personally if she's ignored by another woman, or she might be personally jealous of her, so she holds this grudge or has this vendetta against her. So you got black women jealous of other black women, and they hold a grudge or a vendetta, just out of spite. The way black women get harassed on YouTube is that they may get harassing messages and emails. Somebody may be posting harassing comments under all their videos, making harassing videos addressing them personally and indirectly, defaming their name, image, and character, and convincing other subscribers to believe the lies about them. It's a difference between harassing an individual and harassing a whole group of people. Black women do get harassed as a collective on YouTube by black men who have personal issues with black women because of their past experiences with black women in real life. See, niggas like that didn't come to terms with themselves or the women that they had a problem with, so they take it out on all black women. Some black women get harassed as individuals, not just because they're black women, but because their content attracts trolls and cyberbullies who don't like what they have to say. It's not as simple as not watching a content creator and the videos that they make. People become obsessed over people they don't like to see or hear. They only hate watching just to find other reasons to have issues with those people. When trolls and cyberbullies stalk you, it can get to a point where it affects the victims in real life. They can't focus at school or work. They can't seem to find peace at home because they keep thinking about the trolls on YouTube. Sometimes these trolls and cyberbullies look up your personal information about you, and they contact your job or your family. Some black women actually went through this shit on YouTube. There were trolls who were digging up their personal and criminal records and then make videos exposing these women. And you know, being exposed by trolls who make a video sharing personal information that was actually factual is way worse than them making videos claiming false rumors, lies, and accusations about you. You can easily debunk false rumors and lies, but you can never debunk factual evidence used against you. The repercussions of these trolls on YouTube is that people get fired at work, relationships come to an end, people break up, and divorces happen. You know, when the victims get harassed, it doesn't just affect them, it affects the family members and it affects the spouses sometimes, depending on how bad the situation is. Black men who actually spend their time trolling and harassing women are really just a bunch of weirdos who want validation from women, but they don't even do nothing to earn it. They just expect it because they're men. Maybe it isn't about validation. Maybe these black men are just plain crazy with no life. They get jealous of other black male YouTubers who get more validation and attention from women than they do. If it's not about that, they're probably jealous because those black men can make positive content without having to tear down other people in the process. If you always got to make a video addressing somebody in a negative light when they're trying to be positive, something is wrong. You don't have a life and don't like to see people be positive and motivate others. You would rather get views and subscribers just by bashing on anybody and everybody. What you don't seem to realize is that it's plain feminine as hell for a man to just gossip about women all the time. There's no competition between men and women. So for a man to even try to make an attempt is just pathetic as hell. Time wasted when you could have been trying to pursue and attract women that you like, women that you want. It's not for men and women to argue. We make love, not warfare. What's the gain out of going to war with women online? Nothing, but just sheer embarrassment and humiliation. That's all, really. When these black men get into these arguments and debates with black women on YouTube, I want to know, is it really that important to be right all the time? I'm just asking because I see certain female YouTubers have live panels talking to black men, but the conversation either goes left or it just goes sour every time. The debate turns into a full-blown argument. Nobody really stays on subject. The men keep going deeper and deeper into the subject, being over analytical and simplifying everything. The women can't keep up. The men throwing out statistics. Everybody is talking over everybody, and the argument just goes all over the place. And then the most embarrassing part is when the men end up shouting and yelling out of frustration because they can't seem to get the women to understand where they're coming from, and you know, the women don't know what the men are talking about. Even when the women are presented with factual evidence, they still end up having to repeat themselves. And I'm talking about the men. The men repeat themselves, you know, and women will just only listen and understand to what they wanna, and you can't tell or make them understand any different. So the debate turns into a shouting contest. I mean, it's that whole retarded ass black men versus black women bullshit. Black men get offended with black women, make generalizations towards black men, but black women get offended the most when black men make generalizations about black women. Black women can say all sorts of things about black men, and most of everybody on the panel and in the comments section would agree, but only because most people watching the debate are black women. There's little to no backlash when generalizations are made about black men. If black men made generalizations about black women, then all hell would break loose. This is only because, again, most of everybody on the chat and in the comment section are black women. The black men who are on there are just mainly attack dogs, so I've heard. And they even attack other black men who say anything about black women, even when it's the truth. These YouTube hangouts that these so-called pro-black people be hosting are really redundant and annoying as hell. These niggas get on these black female YouTube panels just to argue and debate, but the women outnumber the men, so they're at a disadvantage. I don't know why these niggas try. It's futile. I wouldn't even try because you'll never get your point across. Everybody too busy wanting to be right all the time and don't want to be wrong. The egos of men and women is a horrible thing. To these niggas that troll and harass black women on YouTube, all I have to say is that you can either deal with women or you don't. Nobody's not making you deal with them or making you argue and debate with them on these lame ass, corny ass YouTube panels for up to 4 to 8 hours a day at that. All that stalking and harassing and cyberbullying is uncalled for, and it makes you look like the lowest scum of society. Only punk ass, weak ass, clown ass niggas with no shred of masculinity are about that life. And trust and believe, I'm not about that life. I don't argue and debate with women and feminists on YouTube, and I definitely don't argue and debate with lame ass niggas that ain't got shit else better to do but try to find reasons to, you know, have conflict with black women. It's just stupid. So, you know, that's it though. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any topics, questions, or comments, put it in the comment section below. Be sure to like the Wrong Turn group and fan page on Facebook. The link is in the description box below. And with that just being said, thank you.